What drove you to renovate your Fourplex personally?
I would say what drove me to renovate my Fourplex personally was the knowledge. I knew that the knowledge was power. I was intending to use that knowledge to my own benefit so that my future cost would be cheaper. At the time, I knew that to hire a contractor, I was looking at between $300 to $450 of per day for work. And at the time, my time was way exponentially cheaper than $300 to $450 a day. So I went up there with the intention of wanting to hire a contractor to not really do the work, but so that I could do the work alongside him and learn from him so that I could then go and do it myself or teach other people to do it for me. And that worked pretty well. I would say that I renovated about 85% of it.
Wow.
The only things I didn't do was put on a brand new roof and do the tile in the shower. That was a little bit of a specialty trade I saw, and do a little bit of stucco and grout work. Everything else that we did, and I came into that project knowing the very basics of cosmetic finishings. I knew how to paint, I knew how to put in floors, I knew how to change light fixtures. That was about it. So I exited that project knowing how to put in cabinets, put in countertops, put in drywall, redo plumbing, redo electrical, put in recessed lights, build fences, put in new windows, put in doors, siding, all of these little things that in the grand scheme of things, they're not hard to learn. But YouTube University can only take you so far if it's not very specific to the product type that you're working on in the area of the nation that you're working on. And so being able to find contractors that would also do the work, but also give me the reasonings and sort of the ideas and the concepts behind all these problems that we faced. I also had to reroute AC ductwork for the cabinet layouts that we had to do. All these little things that I think I could have figured out, but the time for me to personally figure them out, and more importantly for me, the mental stress to do that, was just not worth it. So that was probably the biggest driving force, was not so much the cost or the time, but it was just that knowledge of knowing that I could have a finer control in my operations moving forward.
Check the full episode on our YouTube channel and on Apple Podcast.